So this is the official Greedfall 2 combat trailer, which shows the difference because the first one was like third-person action RPG, and this one is third-person action RPG with pause-based or real-time. So you get to choose whether you want to go turn-based or not, which I thought looked super interesting.
Greedfall 2's early access is being released in a few days, and so you're ready for the adventure. Here's all you need to know about the game's combat gameplay. In Greedfall 2, you can choose the combat style that suits you best. You'll have the choice between the tactical pause, which will allow you to manage the actions of your team, or you'll be
It
able
goes
to
into
play
early
in real
access on the
time to focus
24th,
on the
which I
action
think is
and let
like
your companions control
in a
themselves.
couple days. Yeah, a couple days from now.
In battle, activating the tactical pause will allow you to give orders to your
This looks a lot different than Greedfall 1. So it looks to me like they went away and said we need to maybe add the option to let people get that Baldur's Gate 3 feel. Oh, exactly, encrypted. Exactly. This looks completely different. Now, however, they still do have the real-time third person. You can do whatever you want and your party does what you want. Or you can go into this tactical turn-based mode, which looks an awful lot like, Baldur's Gate
character
3
and your companions. Use the
tactical
camera to
style.
analyze the battlefield, then move your characters and use skills to taunt your enemies, position them, or inflict damage. The
They're also
environment
doing
will
this one in
also be
early
your
access,
ally.
kind of like what
Take
Larian
advantage of
did.
the high ground for increased damage, or
I don't
take
know if they
advantage
did
of
early
items
access
such
for
as
the first
barrels
game
to
because
maximize
I
your
didn't
chances
follow
of
the first
defeating
game.
your
I just
enemies.
played it last
The
2
tactical
years ago,
pause
maybe?
allows you to manage and plan your actions down to the smallest detail. Make good use of it, and manipulate the pace of combat to give yourself time to choose the skills and actions that best suit the situation. Your strategy will then depend on your ability to analyze the battlefield and manage the synergy of your party's actions. On the other hand, if you want to focus on the action and your character, new combat features let you play in real time for a more intense pace. In Greedfall 2, character switching lets you take control of any member of your party. If you don't want to manage
Any
the
member
others,
of your party.
you can activate the autonomous party option to let the game do the work.
Yeah.
You can then play with your character in real time and stay in the thick of the action from start to finish.
So this is like the traditional what the first game played like, but you still have like all this tactical stuff, which I don't remember this from and it's been a couple of years since I played the first one. But I remember the first one playing more like a traditional third person. You've got a basic strong attack, weak attack, block, dodge, and that was kind of it. Whereas now you've got an ability bar. There seems like they're diving way more into the RPG aspect of it this time
without
around,
interruption.
like a
You can
traditional
also adjust the game's difficulty settings at any point during your adventure.
like
Preset options are
ability-based
available,
RPG.
from story mode to tactical mode, but you can also adjust individual settings to change the damage received and inflicted, making for a more or less challenging adventure. Whether you're a keen strategist looking for a real challenge, or want to focus on other elements of the game, such as the story and universe, Greedfall 2 will offer a wide range of features that will let you tailor the combat experience just the way you want it. Switch between the tactical pause, real-time combat, and change the difficulty settings to adapt the challenge as you see fit. Join us on the 24th of September for a taste of this new adventure.
I mean, at this point, I'm cautiously optimistic because I did have fun playing the first one, but also, um, this looks a lot different than the first one, at least from my memories. I would need to go back um, and watch the videos. No, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of change, Johnny. That's one of the things I love about the Dragon Age franchise is because every new Dragon Age, we've gotten something a little bit different, which I think is a lot of fun in terms of pushing. It brings in more people to the fold too because it's like, hey, we're going to do it this way, but we're also adding this additional pause-based, turn-based system. It brings a different audience to the table as well, and you can get more customers that way. More people playing your game is never a bad thing.